classroom and you're, I'm going to call it teaching because I don't know what you do. If you never get hands come up, you're not teaching because they either already know what you're saying or they tune you out. If you're telling them something they need to know and they're interested in, they're going to raise hand when they have questions. If they don't have questions, you're not teaching. I use one of these. You do? This thing here, we call it a gravity slide. Okay? What I do with this, and it's a small technique, but let's pretend this is my desk right here. I just lay that thing on my desk. Don't say a word. Maybe we're reading a chapter, or maybe we're doing a, written assignment, whatever. And it's laying there, and I don't know, in a gifted ed class, it lays there about 30 seconds before somebody spots it. Now, even in a special ed class, it lays there about 30 seconds before they spot it. I mean, they see what's on your desk. Well, Ralph, I always call him Ralph. Ralph walks up every time, and they pick it up. Because the kids look at things with their hands. They don't look with eyes. And this is a thing, I mean, I guess you could break it, but it's hard to break. You'll pick it up and you'll say, Mr. Evans, what is this? And you kind of take it away, you act a little mad, and you slap it on your desk. So you know what that is. Everybody's got one of those. And immediately, you'll pick it up again. Even though you've just taken it away, you slap it on your desk. You'll say, no, Mr. Evans, I really don't know what this is. You take it away. And you do it a little harder. And you say, don't lie to me, lie to your mother. I'm your teacher. I'm not, you're not supposed to lie to me. You've got one of them. Everybody's got one. And immediately he'll pick it up again. And he'll say, I promise, I swear, I do not know what that is. I've never seen one of those things. And I say, look. And of course now, the reason you're slapping it isn't to rap. The reason you're slapping it is to get everybody to pay attention. Look up. Well, they look up and you say, don't y'all all have one of these? And of course, you know they don't, but you say it. And they say, no. I say, but you know what one is? No, we don't know what that is. And I say, well, do y'all ever get dressed up in nice clothes? And they'll say, yeah. And I say, what do you do with your clothes when you get home? And they say, well, we take them, some of them, depending on age, and maybe throw it in the floor. But normally you're looking for, I hang it up on a coat hanger and I stick it in the closet. And you say, well, what do you do with your belt? And of course, I know nowadays it's not common to have people wear a belt. And you just got to make sure you're wearing it the day you do it. And I say, when I get home, I take my belt off and I hang it up. And they look at it and they say, what do you mean you hang it up? I said, well, like I got a peg sticking out, I just hang it there, and you never turn loose of it. Don't turn loose. But you tell them that it'll just hang there. Now what do you think they're going to do? They don't believe you. You're lying, Mr. Necklace. Now they won't say it first, but Ralph out there someplace is going to say, you're lying, doesn't Mr. Necklace? But what you do, you wait till the most doubting Thomas of the group. This young man right here, if you come up here, we're going to pretend he's right. And he's already made it quite clear. You have to stand right over here where they can say. And you tell him, he's done told the entire place that I'm full of it, this can't work. And you say, look, stick your finger. And you, I'm trying to get it up right, everybody say. I say, see, I can set it right here, now you don't turn it loose. You say, it'll just stay there because it's in perfect balance. And they'll start chanting. They'll say something like, turn it loose. I know it's going to fall, but you don't turn it loose. And you start telling them the reason it will stay there. And you say something like, you make something up and just off the top of your head, you say, well, the reason this thing works is because the angle of the dangle varies conversely with the apex of the right triangle. Well, they look at you, they don't know what you said. And you really didn't say anything, didn't mean anything, but it sounded good. And somewhere along the line, Ralph is enjoying being up here. And he's watching the group. He's lacking the attention he's getting. And at some point, while you're talking, you don't stop, you itch your ear real quick. And then you come back, and Ralph, half the time, misses it because he's watching the audience, see? So if Ralph misses it, you know, the eyes get big on these people out here, but if Ralph misses it, you have to scratch a little longer. So you kind of back up and scratch, and even Ralph in a few minutes is going to dawn on him that he's not holding that thing, something's making it stay there, and